So, yeah, I was going to make a video about the affiliations within the last couple of days, but I just couldn't be bothered. Plus, I've deleted 2K23, so I've got nothing to really have in the background as I talk about 2K24. But when the affiliations come out, it was, to me, it seemed obvious that there was a problem and it was going to be unbalanced because they gave shooting and defense to one of the affiliations, the elite affiliation. So it was obvious there was going to be a huge balance issue, and you can see in the polls and whatnot, and all the comments you see, everyone wants to play for elite. They're all going to elite. There's like 80% of people want to go to elite because you got shooting and defense on one of the affiliations, and that's what wrecked the affiliations years ago. It was nice and even in 2K15 when Old Town had what playmaking and defense, Sunset had inside outside shooting, and Rivet had what was that, rebounding and finishing. And it was all even. There seemed to be an even amount of people in every park, and the rival days were all pretty cool. It was all fun. But then eventually, I'm not sure if it was 16 or 17, they took the defense off Old Town and gave it to Sunset. So Sunset had defense and shooting, and that left Old Town with playmaking, and they threw in alley-oops, which alley-oops is part of playmaking. So it was pretty stupid. Fucking playmaking alley-oops was fucking dumb. So obviously Sunset had defense and shooting, so then everyone went to Sunset. Well, I didn't, but like, I'm one of those people. I don't give a fuck. I'm not a sheep. I don't follow everyone. And I liked Old Town. I was an Old Town player. But the majority of people went to Sunset, and that just made the affiliations completely unbalanced. Which is, that's what killed it. And then, I don't know, with these last affiliations, I haven't played Park for a while now, because the parks are just stupid. Like, I don't want to play in a fucking volcano and all that. And that's the other thing with this year's parks. Like, you see grown men talking about, oh, that looks like fire, that looks fire, that looks fire. And it's like, oh my god. The elite park pretty much looks like fucking Park After Dark with all that fucking, it's basically all dark and you got neon lights and shit. Like, I don't want to play in that shit. I don't want to play in that shit at all. I want to play in like those old school parks that we had, like realistic looking parks, like fucking Old Town and Rivet and fucking Sunset. Like, that's what they should be. And then like you get the Rise one, it's like fucking, you got a big fucking octopus there. Like, and fucking, was it Poseidon with his trident? Like, whoopty shit, man. It just looks fucking stupid. Why can't we just have normal looking parks? Like the street ball parks all look cool. Like, I'll probably be playing a bit of that, like I did it last year. Fucking grinded away on that to get me takeover perks and whatnot, and I'll have to do that again this year. I'll do it again because I don't mind those parks. They look cool. They look way better than the actual parks. But yeah, whatever. But they definitely need to change the affiliation boost. And either way you look at it, it's still probably end up a bit unfair, because to me you got to split up shooting and defense. So one of them's got to have shooting, one of them's got to have defense. So you're either going to have shooting playmaking versus defense and finishing, or you're going to have shooting finishing versus playmaking and defense, which a lot of people might go the playmaking shooting one if they got that, but if they had that, I'd probably prefer the defense and finishing anyway. So who knows, that might be more even, but I reckon the most even one might be the shooting finishing versus playmaking defense. Then you basically, one's almost all offense, the other one's like, you got a little bit of offense with the playmaking, but you've got the defense there. So like, all the people who want to go left, right and chuck up threes and whatnot, they're all going to be in that shooting playmaking one. But if you're in the other one, you'll have the defense to slow them up and whatnot, and plus you'll have the finishing. They won't be able to stop your finishing because they're pretty much all offense. So yeah, I don't know, unless they just have it, but they should maybe just fucking get rid of having two boosts and just have like one of them gets shooting, one of them gets defense, or one of them's offense and one of them's defense, maybe something like that. I'm not sure. Although, that where does playmaking go in all that? You can't have one having shooting and finishing versus one that's just got defense. Or you could have, well there you go. You could have like fucking shooting and finishing versus defense and physicals. Like you could have boost to your physicals, a bit like the old Rivet in a way, where they had like I think they had like athleticism tied in with their finishing type shit when they had the rebounding finishing thing. That sort of, I don't know. But yeah, I reckon that might even it all out. If you had defense and physicals boost versus shooting finishing boost. Maybe. I don't know. But definitely they need to split up shooting and defense because it's just not going to work. Won't work. I fucking said it as soon as they fucking release the affiliations. Like, to me, I hate the names. They're fucking stupid. Rise and Elite. Like, fuck off, man. I hate that sort of nonsense, those stupid type names. And then the parks. I didn't like the look of the parks. I much prefer the look of the street ball parks and stuff. And the old parks we used to have. So, I'm not sure again if I'll spend much time at all in park this year. Probably stick to rec. And even then, it's sad seeing that rec. We've still got the same rec, at least for this fucking first season. It's pretty pathetic that old gen has got a better looking rec than new gen. It doesn't make sense. Maybe they should swap the dev teams over because the old gen dev team seem to be doing a better job than the new gen fucking dev team. But yeah, the parks definitely need to change because, like, you look in the comments and everything, everyone's going to elite. Elite. I'm going to elite. And half the ones that say they're going to rise, it's only because of shakedown. It's not really got anything to do with the boost. So look, all the people want the fucking shooting and the defense boost. Yeah, definitely needs to change. I'm with the change that shit up brigade.